Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, Ranking Member. It's great to be back because you missed the most important part, which I was a former member of this committee during my, yes, I did. So I had very good memories and have taken many lessons from my service on this committee. I appreciate the opportunity to talk with you today. Like my colleague, Ms. Tokuda, and by the way, I endorse everything that she just said to you. I'm on the bills that she referred to you. I'm here to talk to you about Maui today and the specific devastating August 2023 Maui wildfires, which had so much impact throughout our community, but were particularly impactful on our small businesses. They were, as she has testified, one of the worst natural disasters in our country's history, with significant death and displacement, burned areas throughout Lahaina in particular, but not only Lahaina, and a particularly deep impact on our small businesses. Small businesses on Maui and businesses throughout Hawaii linked to Maui have experienced what anybody would call a severe economic disruption following the fires. The state of Hawaii revised its statewide economic growth projections for 2023 and 2024 downward from 1.8% to 1.1% for 2023 and 2.0 to 1.5% in 2024. Far worse impacts on Maui. Clearly, just measured by initial unemployment claims as an example, which jumped from an average of 130 cases per week before the wildfire to 865 cases in the first week after, to almost 5,000 in the second week after the fire. Unemployment went up to about 8.6, 8.8%. This economic consequence of the fires is hitting our Hawaii small business hard still. They comprise the vast majority of our workforce and are the backbone of our economy. Hawaii is a state where small business is truly king. We have some 130,000 small businesses, and the average small business employs just 12 people, so it's a small business state. They already were recovering from COVID-19, but they find themselves particularly grappling with the aftermath of these recent wildfires. The SBA, as Ms. Tokuda has referred to, has responded admirably. They've approved almost 2,000 disaster loans, $243 million of loans, and while this is commendable progress, it's very clear that much more needs to be done, and the existing programs are falling short. And this is really something that we saw during COVID, because when we went into COVID, we discovered that the programs of the small business weren't exactly adapted to the crisis that we were being faced, and we needed to modify those, and we did, and I think that was successful. And so take that same theory and apply it to the Maui wildfires, which present their own microcosm of small business consequence and the need to actually adjust both our laws and our programs from small business perspective to specify particular needs that are on Maui. I'm going to myself soon be introducing what is we refer to as the Heal Maui Act, which is a comprehensive legislative proposal designed to provide swift and meaningful and direct support to our small businesses in their specific conditions on Maui during these times. There are several key provisions that directly address these issues. First of all, they seek to augment the existing SBA Economic Injury Disaster EIDL loan program. Second, they would establish a new loan program under the 7A initiative to directly address the immediate financial challenges many businesses face in the aftermath of the wildfires. And finally, for those that have already taken out SBA disaster loans post-wildfire, my Heal Maui Act would offer a beacon of hope through no loan cancellations where appropriate, recognizing the need to alleviate the weight of debt during these times when the businesses may not be able to open at all for a number of years, and therefore we need to find some way to allow them to survive through a very difficult time of recovery. Again, this is not anything particularly new, but what it does do is to take the lessons of our COVID-19 related refinements to the small business programs and continue them forward in another disaster, which is every bit the same disaster as COVID-19, but with its own specific conditions that we need to adjust to. So I commend to you not only the legislation that Ms. Tokuda referred to, and not only the need to assist our small businesses in Maui, but in particular as well the Heal Maui Act, which I will soon introduce. And I ask for your favorable consideration when that ends up with the committee. Appreciate your time, appreciate your focus, appreciate your effort, and mahalo.
What did you say?
Mahalo. That's Texan for thank you.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought I heard. But anyway, thank you for being here too. And you got a unique situation. I listened to your testimony. Adjustments, flexible, like we do in business anyway, are needed. I think, you know, when you think about it, with what your small business owners are going through, it's a real test of capitalism and entrepreneurship to begin to take something and start it all over again. And so we need to do what we can to make sure that happens. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
Sure.